Okay, welcome back. We're going to look at the sizing of trunking, okay? And in this session, we're going to look at, again, buildings and structures. So that will be your main unit heading that you would look under, okay? In case there are any changes to this outcome. Identify the different types of electrical installations and systems, okay? And we're looking in this form of trunking, basically. This is just to tell us what we've been through already, and what we've looked at, okay? I don't need to spend too long on that. Outcome from this session. At the end of this session, you should be able to calculate the correct type of trunking to be used, understand why magnetic effects need to be considered when installing cables, okay? Area size trunking should not be filled more than 45% of its overall size. Okay, so we need 55% air, 45% cable. Okay, so again, bear in mind any modifications in regards to the IEE regulations. Make sure you have complied with that at all times. Trunking should be 55% air. This stops heat building up around the cables when they are carrying currents. Okay. Now here we have the electromagnetic effects. Okay. And what we need to have is induction is produced when a conductor has current passing through it. Okay. So we have magnetic field being generated, conductor, okay, right, direction of current flow, okay, and that's the magnetic field set around the conductor. Now, as the current flows, a magnetic field is produced around the cable. The magnetic field produces a second current, induced current, in the cable that opposes the supply current flowing. This effect produces heat. Okay. If the number of conductors were increased and the current continued in the same direction, the strength of the magnetic field would increase. Any ferrous metal nearby would also increase the effect. Okay. So what you're saying here is that we do not run single conductors in any form at any point in time because it has a magnetic field which will cause an effect on the cable itself. So we'll run a live and neutral. This will allow if we have two cables here, this will cancel out the effect of one against the other, okay? Thereby reducing the magnetic induction. And here again we have the electromagnetic effect. The two conductors below have current flowing in the same direction, making the magnetic flux join and the magnetic field increases. Movement of conductors, okay? Let's just make sure you can read this for yourselves, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay. Right, now this effect can also occur if conductors are run in iron or steel, or if they pass through a hole in ferrous metal. Eddy currents are set up which can lead to an increase in temperature in the cables. This affects the current carrying capacity. If the current flowed in opposite directions in each conductor, then the magnetic fields would be cancelled out. Okay, that's what I was saying earlier. Okay, so you always run two cables, one positive, one negative, one will cancel out the other. Therefore, you do not get that heating effect. And here we have something called eddy counts. Okay, phase or neutral conductors, circulating eddy counts, that's going for steel. Okay, phase and neutral conductors, we do not have any eddy counts. Okay, so here if you run single conductors with one grid count flowing in one direction, you will generate an eddy count. That will then generate heat. The insulation on the conductors will then break down, and that system will fail. Okay, this system here will continue to run because you have run both cables live and neutral in the same hole, neutralizing the eddy count effect. And here even more so. Okay, steel plate slot cut into the metal plate. Okay, and that reduces eddy count. The effects of eddy counts can be reduced by not using metal, not always practicable. Make sure all the phase and neutral conductors pass through the same hole. Cutting a slot in the metal plate, this stops the eddy counts circulating. Okay. I hope you found this useful. Okay. And let me just go in, make sure that you can see this for yourselves. Okay. Pan out. I want you to be able to read it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I hope you found this useful. Have a good day. Bye bye.